Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. And that's in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. And it's 1-1. Just missed. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. One gone here.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, bases empty. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. All muscle to center field. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That one misses. Ball 1. Next offering misses down and away. And that one's a little bit low. Full count now.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that chance handled. Gets it to first, and he's out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Manny Machado at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. That's to third. Boots it. Still able to fire over, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here in Miami, today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. That's ripped to right down the line. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's up there.
Outside low. 2 balls and a strike. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. No outs, runner over at third. Popped up. And that's a fair ball. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now, Jesus Sanchez.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that one missing low.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
2-2 the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Tied up here in the early going. That one
Count
missed. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. In there at the knees for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Darvish delivers. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2. Darvish kicks, delivers. On the ground to third, might be two. They put the tag on him. How about that double play? So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. Going, gone. And that gives him a lead. It's 3-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Griffin Conine. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. That's the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Let's go, Sandman.
Alcantara back to work. Off the plate, ball one. That one at triple digits. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Nope.
Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
The count's full.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That one down the line, Norby. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Two outs, base is empty. And here is Jason Hayward. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
There's a strike. Oh, he hit him.
Yep, I got him.
And that
Take
got
your
him pretty
base.
flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Got him swinging. One left for San Diego. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here is Davison de los Santos. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's one away. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Two down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. And that one fouled off. Just missed. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Up the middle. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that is the inning. So they go quietly there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Marlins 3 and the Padres 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran catcher, Elias Diaz. Diaz hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Has room, and he makes the catch. Luis Ariz stands in. Struck out swinging his first time. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Outside with a breaking ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Tatis in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And that one a little bit high. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That one finds the zone. That is strike two.
2 strikes.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Ripped to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Padres 1. Back here in Miami, and now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. RBI single his last time up. First pitch swinging.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Two outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. He's 0 for 1. In the air to left down the line. Hayward moving under this one. And that is that. 1 left for Miami, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Little chopper rolls foul. Just misses with that one. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Here comes Manny Machado. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Count is 3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So a man at first. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Machado, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Tap foul at the plate. On the ground to third. There's one. Oh, the throw is over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Bill, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The shortstop takes the ball. Missed with a changeup, and now 2-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Just missed. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2-1.
gets a piece and stays alive.
Let's go, Miami.
That's a
I got
ball.
3
Went
and
with
2.
the sweeper. Ripped to short. Handles, throws
He's
to
out.
first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine grounded out his first time up. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he had a
0-1.
pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Merrill makes the grab, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
Here we go, Marlins. Let's go.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a
that's
slider
out.
that misses outside.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And the score stays 3-1. And we're back. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Alcantara back to work. That one ripped but foul. Next offering is down low. That's inside.
it.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. 1 away here in the 5th.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So now here's the DH, Tirso Ornelas.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball there. The other way, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Elias Diaz. Fly to left his first time. And that's
Ball,
downstairs. And that's ball 1. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the 5th. Tosses to first, gets the catcher by a step. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arias, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Inside,
Nope.
just
inside.
missed. Runner at second, 2 down. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered here in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Arise at second with 2 down. Pitch
Nope.
misses
Ball
there,
1.
and now it's even 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a ball evens the
2
count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Kyle Stowers. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, and 2 now. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Nick Fortes getting ready to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. In there, and it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Next offering is downstairs.
Executed
1
that
ball,
pitch
2
very
strikes, now.
nicely, just missed with it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Two to count.
Off
We
the
got
mark
full
there.
count.
And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Edwards
Ball
in the
that
box
side.
now as he leaves that one up high. Bullpen action for the Padres. Yuki Matsui, the left-hander, up and throwing. Morahone getting cranked up as well. That one fouled off. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fought off foul. That misses the zone. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Almost got him. Three and two. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
First and second, 1 out. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
There's a strike. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Yuki Matsui gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Bases loaded, 1 away. Rips one to right. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 4 and the Padres 2. Back here in Miami. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. That one's in there. Strike one. That's a little bit low. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now Machado up here. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tinoco, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that one pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fly ball center field. Stowers on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Padres 2. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1. Ball! That pitch is out.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Two to count.
That misses the zone, and it's a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. He was late there. Strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Sean Reynolds getting ready to go. Swings and chases a low one there.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one. And now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. In there for strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's down and in.
1-1.
Man at first, one away. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. That's off the mark. And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 1 out. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Konai, the lead runner out at second. De Los Santos at first. 1 gone. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2. So they're able. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Bender. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Has grounded out a couple of times. Ball 1 low.
1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around second is Bogaerts. Around third. He'll score.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Next to hit, Tirso Ornelas. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. With the tying run at second, here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off. He was late. Just missed. Elias Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Elias Diaz. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. So the tying run at second.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Andrew Nardi.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball down.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. That's in there. 2-1 now. And that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reynolds. Well, 1-run game, and here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there. Caught him looking for the K. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. Now, Connor Norby. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Edwards over at first with 1 away. Runner takes off. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Caught just shy of the wall. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. And ball one to the right fielder.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 4 and the Padres 3. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 with the count.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And now Jackson Merrill. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a breaking ball misses outside. Not even close there. And a count 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in
and he's
there.
back in safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Here's Manny Machado. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jesus Tinoco. Jake Cronenworth digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, but foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one inside, and it hit him. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Outside, that's a ball.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Calvin Fauché, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Veneziano also throwing. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jason Hayward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
First base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
He gets there on a slide, and that's a great play for the out. Pods leave him loaded. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason Adam.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. That one pushed to the left and foul. And the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's 5-3. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So digging in, Davison de los Santos. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. And that one missing low. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Peralta, the power lefty, up as well. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground to the left.
That ball's
and foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
2 down, nobody on. This to third. Machado throws to first in time. And that'll do it. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Padres. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Calvin Fauché.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Now here is Tirso Ornelas. 1 for 3. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Pulls that one foul. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He makes the grab. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. First pitch just misses. Fauché, 29 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
There's the strike. The Fish up by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Padres with only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Arise stands in now and watches strike 1. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Tatis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Arise leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.